Hi, I'm Paul, teacher with Cloud English, and today I want to talk a little bit about the amount of money it takes to buy things in the United States. So, things that you need every day, like food, like your house or your apartment, things like transportation, right? All of these cost a certain amount of money, and today I'm just going to go over sort of what that amount of money is in the United States. This way, if you're planning to visit the United States, you can have an idea of how much money you might need to bring or how much money you might need to be prepared to spend. Okay, I have a list of all the different prices from a website, which is right there, right there. And I'm just going to go through a couple of things. So maybe you decide to take a holiday to New York City, right? It's a great place to go. Very, very exciting. It's the place to go in America. Okay, so you decide, I'm going to go to the United States. I'm going to go to New York City. It's storming outside. Thunder echoes through the sky. All right. So, you're in New York City, you are walking down the street, you are very hungry, and you say, there's a McDonald's. I think I'll go in, I think I'll order some food. And I'm in America, so I need cheeseburgers. So, you order a cheeseburger, maybe 2 cheeseburgers, and you order some French fries, you order some ice cream, and a Coca-Cola, right? And that would cost you about $18. Now, keep in mind you are in New York City. Okay? Things are very, very expensive in New York City. If you were in a smaller city and you purchased the same thing, it might be $11 or $12. So it depends where you are in America, and depending where you are in America, the prices will be a little bit different. Okay? So really important to know there, especially if you are thinking about where to go for your holiday. Okay, maybe you go to a nice restaurant, right? You somewhere where you can sit down. It's very nice. There's a good wait staff, right? And you are with your friend or maybe your husband or wife or whomever, and you both order a meal. It might be around $75. Now, that's pretty expensive. Again, keep in mind, in this scenario, right, a scenario is not a real thing that's happening, but an imaginary situation that is happening, right? In this scenario, in New York City, a nice dinner for two, about $75. Okay, so maybe you want to get a beer after dinner, right? Beer sounds pretty good. Let's go check out some American beer. Um, a beer that is from America might be around $6. Okay, about $6. Something that's imported, so it's from a different country. Maybe I don't know, something like Guinness or Harp or something like that from Ireland. Could be maybe $7. Okay, it just sort of depends. Now, maybe you want to go buy some groceries, right? You need to go to the supermarket and you need to buy some groceries. So you need milk, you need rice, you need some potatoes, and you need some cigarettes. Okay? So milk would be about $4.39. So about $4.50, which is pretty expensive for 1 gallon of milk, which is a container about this big around. It's a lot of milk, but still, it's pretty expensive. Now, the rice would be about $2, right? About $2. So, okay. Let's see, what else were we getting? Potatoes, $1.32, pretty cheap. And then cigarettes, okay? And you're getting a pack. It's just one pack. $13. So you might want to think about quitting smoking if you go to the United States. The United States is getting a little bit different about smoking. It's looked at as not a very good thing to do, if you didn't know that already. And socially, so most of our culture will say, no, you shouldn't smoke, that's bad for you. So that's very interesting. That is why they have what's called a tax, right? So you purchase something, they put a tax on the item, and they have a very, very high tax on cigarettes. So That is why it is like $13,000. So let's move on. Let's talk about transportation. Okay, so maybe you need to get from one part of the town to another, and you want to take a taxi. Okay, a taxi is about $2.50 per mile. So for every mile that you go, it will cost you $2.50. Now, maybe you are tired of taking a taxi, right? And you say, I'm gonna live in America, so I need to buy a car. Now, if you were to buy a car, a new car, right? Not a used car, but a new car, the average price for a new car is $33,000. That's a lot of money. $33,000 is the average price for a new car. Okay, very expensive. You can buy used cars or older cars, and you can get those anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000. It really just depends. So if you're looking for a car, you definitely want to look in many different places before you purchase a car, because the prices are very, very different. Now, maybe you want to go shopping, right? You see a nice department store, you say, I need some new shoes, whatever it may be. So a pair of Nikes, right? You see, oh man, those Nikes are nice. I need those. So you go in and you see the Nikes and they are $86. Okay, that's around the average price for a new pair of Nike shoes. Of course, it depends which ones you get. They're all different, but around $80 to $90 is what you can expect to pay for Nike shoes. If you want maybe a pair of jeans, okay? Jeans, around $40 to $50. That is what you can expect to pay for that. So maybe, again, you've moved to America, right? And you've bought your car and you're like, I need a gym, right? I need a place where I can exercise, I can work out. I want to pick things up and put them down like Paul, right? An average gym membership is around $50 as well. So you can expect to pay somewhere $40, $50, maybe even $60 a month for that. Okay. Now, you decided to move to America and you are looking for an apartment, maybe, okay? And you're looking for a one-bedroom apartment in the city, okay? Again, remember we're in New York City. Okay, New York City is very, very expensive. Okay, one-bedroom apartment in New York City is $2,973 on average. That is very expensive. Maybe you say, that's crazy, I want to look outside of the city. You can expect to pay about $1,000 less if you move a little bit outside of the city. But still, it is around $1,800, so still very expensive. Okay, lastly, let's talk about salaries. So how much money can you expect to make? Okay, the average monthly salary after tax is $3,254. So $3,254 is what you would take home each month if you lived in New York City. Okay, so there is an idea of how much things cost, what you can expect to pay if you come to the United States. Again, this example was from New York City. Many other cities or many other places in America, it is much less expensive to live there. But the reason I went with New York City is because it is very popular and most people want to go there if they visit. If you have questions about what things cost in normal cities or in other places in America, just ask me on WeChat, or I can make another video if you'd like. Alright, thank you for your time. I will see you soon. If you have any questions, let me know on WeChat.